So, welcome to Level Up TV at levelupyourgame.net. I'm Disrepute, and my good friend here is Vor.
Good friend, is it?
Good,
familiar.
Very good friend. Well, yeah. Associate, then.
Yeah.
This is the ESL Activity Matters Cup Series #1 Grand Final of Division 2 planB versus Team Evo.
#1. I like the way you say that. No, it's just a hash, isn't it?
Well, what?
Not anything else.
No, it's just a hash.
You just could call it 1, but...
Pound. Let's have a look at the line. Well, why don't you run down the lineups for us, Vor? You
No
liked
problem,
the other
mate.
match?
For Plan B, we have Altetza, GBNC. GBNC, for some reason, doesn't think it's worth putting the tag on, so he messes up the scoreboard, but never mind. Serbs and Hate Me. The 2 Russians, a Belarusian, and a Swede. Interesting mix, but, you know, you can sort of see a theme there. And for Team Evo, Team Evolution, Fears from, well, yet again, another Russian. Had lots of those this evening, haven't we? Netta from France. That's a new addition to that lineup, isn't it? Tycoon from Poland and DM from Lithuania.
Yeah, so there we go.
Both these teams reaching the final, of course, of the ESL Activity Grandmasters First Edition Tournament World Championship.
Looking for some big point scores here.
Looking to score some mega points, this. First map, Purgatory, here we go.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
So following Hate Me to start off with, getting that yellow spawn, he's going to be shotgunned down probably by Fears, although he's got a nice amount of MG on him. And managed to push him away. DM eventually getting the frag.
Team Evo took that first red and looks like they are in position for the next one, although look at the pressure coming into this room. 3 people against 1, but still DM manages to keep that red away from them. So commit 3 players but don't come away with anything, although lightning gun is useful, I suppose.
5 seconds to go until the power-ups spawn. Both teams should have been in position for at least one of them by now. DM getting that battle suit.
Is that double?
I'll switch around.
It died, so
okay.
it was double, but I'm pretty sure.
Should be able to see on the scoreboard when it updates.
It was double.
Red armor picked by DM. And Team Evolution start extending their slender lead at the moment.
Yeah,
end of this battle suit.
Very nice suit run. While it hasn't picked up a great volume of frags, it has actually pushed Plan B away from some of the key areas.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the primary objective of any power-up run is actually to win over the key locations and item areas.
Yep.
Then
Frags are important, but, you know, you'll pick up the frags if you keep them away from the key items, so worry about those first, then look for your frags. Manage to do both, you've just done a great quad run or suit run or whatever power-up it happens to be. Could be a regen, could be an invisibility.
TDM and, well, generally Quake is just so much about positioning. That sometimes you can give up frags just to gain an advantage on position and you win those frags back and more. Which is why we see teams set areas and go aggressive in areas until they win them. Let's switch round to everybody who switched to keeps getting really low health and then just being fragged pretty quick. Nice bit of MG by DM. Serves one now. He's only 6 health in fact.
Yeah, he killed 2
What
people
the
on 6 health because they weren't looking at him, they were dealing with his teammate. Teammate goes down, but Serbs, he picks up the kills, so he can come away with the red armor.
I'm going to cycle away. Hate Me's only 11 health. Alteza, he's looking at full health, you know, 20 odd armor. In this battle suit location, does drop down right into the lava. That didn't work out too well at all. And Fears is the guy standing on this battle suit point. He hasn't got too much armor to stack and work with, but let's cycle round to the quad. It's 100 for Plan B here, GBNC. He does have a shaft. Spots the battle suit.
Yeah, he needs to go aggressive. Maybe he doesn't know, but yeah, that suit's
nice
not looking
first
great.
rail. LG
Yeah,
finishes
really
him
nice.
off. Really, really controlled. Excellent play there, actually, from
Still got
DMC.
8 seconds with which you can either push Mega or no. Kind of stuck in two minds about where to go, but this is a good place to end. Pick up a kill here would be really useful.
What he's just done is pretty effective anyway. He doesn't even need to chase for those kills there. He's just secured the rail position. He secured a red for his teammate. And look, he's got like 100 armor. So there you go.
Notice how he dropped the rail, but you know, no one wanted to come and pick it up. Just so he didn't immediately double them up, but none of his teammates did, so he didn't want any rails.
And he can offer good support from
Nice.
this position. Almost saved the red. Does actually commit suicide effectively
maybe
doing
it would
that.
have been better not to drop down, but you know, he still did some good damage.
Yeah, he'll probably be a little bit irritated. He went a bit too aggressive dropping down there, but
Yeah, had he stayed above the red, of course, you know, he would have still been able to do some good damage, but he'd have probably maintained his own stack.
surprised
He had
actually
a
lost
pretty
so
good
much
set of
health dropping
weapons.
down anyway.
Yeah, I think he his rocket plus a shot in the back. That combination of the two things, a lot of damage.
Pretty close game anyway. There's only 4 frag margin between the two teams. 30 seconds to go until the next series of power-ups. And this kind of area Hate Me's in at the moment is such a key location to have a player working, keeping control of. He can't really drop down. He's only going to be on 2 health if he does. But you're going to have to support from a distance with his rocket launcher. 25 still not up. It must be quite irritating. Does manage to grab that rail. Doesn't want to alert the spawner to his presence before he picks up those 5 bubbles. Good intelligent play there by Hate Me. And some nice rail shots.
Yeah, and it's nice that he was moving towards the quad as well, looking to get some shots onto...
Yeah, he rails.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually with
Really
that
good
one.
work. That was a very stacked quad as well, so useful damage.
Battlesuit's looking pretty healthy as well. Red is up, but he's dropped down for the Meg. I'm going to switch round to the quad, who ignores the red behind him. He's left that in that room. Good bit of LG, but he's probably going to run out of ammo before he can take out the Battlesuit.
Well, very weak. That was the player with the suit.
Wow, okay. GBNC just killing his teammate with the grenade launcher.
Hey,
Finish
mid-air
off that
nade,
run.
it's stylish, even if it isn't your teammate.
There you go, Fears now with a yellow pickup of armour in terms of amount. Probably just got that off the shards actually. There is, I think, 45 armour worth of shards down in that lower basement.
Are tied.
Yeah,
Just not too
separated
shabby.
into a 25 and 20. Both very near each other though.
Something worth farming out, especially as it's by the mega health. You can always commit a player to do that mega and shards position throughout the map. Red armour picked up by Alteza. He's got a shotgun, he's waiting on that shaft. Really, he does want the lightning gun if we can really move out and take advantage. You want to watch the drop downs, use that as bait, and that's exactly what he does do. And Netta, he should have known better than that, really. He must have heard the player with the shaft out, so...
A couple of nice kills by Tetsu, it really guarantees him the next red pickup. Looking very good for power-ups, which aren't far away. Oh no, didn't want to get hit by those rockets.
But to be fair, he's doing a lot of damage to them at the same time. Hits a nice rail there, but he would have dropped the rail. Tycoon getting the
good
frag.
damage output, even though he might have wanted to try and protect his armor more.
So Tycoon gets himself a rail. We've only got 3 seconds until the quad. Battlesuit just a second before GBNC picking up that one. Quad from DM.
Oh, very weak.
Oh, he's going to be careful. Mega will be up in a couple of seconds, but will the pressure from Battlesuit from above come in on it? No. Switch round to that Battlesuit. Where is he? He's over the rail position, so he's sort of well out of the way. Let's go back to the quad and see what he can do. 1 frag on this run, 13 seconds left remain on the power-up. Hate Me will have called where the quad is, so let's see where the Battlesuit is in position. Well, actually, he's rocket jump up. I think he expected to take that route around. And both power-ups run dry at the teams are tied, 53 apiece.
Yeah, very close game. Not much between these two teams.
Are tied. Leads.
Very similar on the item pickups, only the Mega really separates the two teams, but whilst planB have got better on the Mega pickups, they are doing a lot worse on power-ups, so they want to step that part of their game up and they could find themselves taking a lead.
Teza underground here, farming up those shards up to 100 armor there with the shaft. He's got a 9 ammo, but he does have the plasma he can utilize. Might as well grab yourself a red there, mate. No, he's left it a little bit too long. That's what can happen in this room. It's such a dangerous area because of that window at the top. In fact, as we spawned round, we saw 2 players just dropping down through that window now. If you cycle around plan B, you see their positions on the map really quickly. Looks like Team Evolution were in on the red position, although GBNC, as we see him moving through here, misses his rail shots.
Teams are tied.
Netta, nice couple of pummels, did a bit of damage, pretty much the best he could do there, but GBNC coming out with that armor stack. It's only 3 seconds to go to a Battlesuit who will make it in time as well. No, unless there was someone on there, I was going to say. It's a double power up, so switch round. Shaft versus shaft. Battlesuit's going to come out on top, especially with that yellow pickup now. He should look
red coming
really
up
strong.
any moment.
Will he grab it? It's like a free red for the Battlesuit on top of that.
Red leads.
Now he makes a logical choice of moving towards the rail and covering that position. In fact, he's going to catch out Hate Me, who had a rail, switched away from it, intelligent play. But of course that rail's denied from the control. Plan B now. It's a good run by Fears.
Yeah, it was nice. You know, different key items he turned up at. Red, no resistance at the red. Though I don't know if he really knew the mega time, but you know, maybe got a bit lucky when he chased Hate Me towards the mega. Came away with it, saw it spawning just as he dealt with him. So good run in the end.
Took out the rail player. Of course, he didn't seem to have a time on rail, which is why he was going down there to cover the rail position. But if you kill the players, just picked it up. Then.
Oh, look at that. Real nice bonus to come away with that lightning gun.
Yeah, kind of really done with that. And there's a fresh LG off the spawn, which DM just mops up in front of him. Fears grabbing the red, and
I'd want an LG if I was pushing out this way with red armor.
I wouldn't be too happy if I just picked up red and then the player took the LG off me. Because I mean, rocket's all fine and dandy, but really you want to be dealing damage when you got the armor. Oh my god, GBNC has destroyed him with that shaft.
Wasn't the best.
Let's cycle around a little bit, see if anybody's got anything nice. Where's Tyken aggressing on that rail? In fact, he comes out on top of it. Serbs does frag him. But 10 seconds till Battlesuit spawns for. And plan B do have Serbs in that position now.
I mean, anybody waiting for this red armor is going to be disappointed because Arrows will have been and gone.
Wow, nice rockets from Serbs. Takes out Netta. Wasn't long ago Netta was playing in the top division as well, so should be a high level player here playing in Division 2. Fears with this quad. Switch round to the Battlesuit, GBNC. For the opposing team with the Battlesuit. Must have spotted quad running underground there.
Yep, and quad just had the mega pick up stolen from a teammate and then was immediately killed by a shotgun. Never a good position to be in.
I mean, what would you say is the difference between, say, these Division 2 level players and teams and the upper division?
There was a minor difference in aim, although the difference in aim really isn't that high, to be honest. I think the main difference is kind of the ability to capitalise on mistakes of the opponents. That kind of separates teams at a lot of levels, where, you know, top teams that kind of, they can dominate against a team that isn't forming or doing the right things. I think these sort of games tend to be closer for longer, if you know what I mean. It kind of takes a few mistakes before it really starts to show in the score.
Yeah, we're talking about the major mistakes generally as well, but also one of the things I notice is the efficiency of frags in the upper divisions. They kill people a lot quicker, and it's not necessarily all about aim.
I don't think there's a huge difference in aim, but maybe you're right in that the positioning or whatever means that the frags happen quicker because people get caught out to a greater extent. But I don't think it's a huge gap. I mean, Division 1, it used to be a huge step up to Division 1. I don't think it's as big a step up anymore.
We go
but maybe you could say that's because some of the top players aren't as active.
Oh, both power-ups eliminated pretty much on pick-up there. Which is surprising to see Battlesuit go down as well so quickly. usually is the one to survive. So it is still a really close game. There's only 8 frags margin between the two. Team Evolution just ahead at the moment. Plone serves with a nice 70-60 kind of stack. He's got a good arsenal of weapons to work with as well. Lightning gun. Well, just gave away his rocket to a teammate and rail. If that teammate even noticed. That's good work moving into that room. Oh, just rails his teammate. I'm not sure which one of them had picked up that that rail. Oh my god! Gives away the well. There you go. Lightning gun does go into the hands of his teammate. Corteza. planB just seemed to have a little passage of play where they got quite a few frags back there.
Yeah, they've closed the score significantly. Good control of this red as well, so you know they can take that red as they just did, but if they get another red, they'll be looking really good for the next set of power-ups.
Good frag by Fears with his shotgun. Just defended this red position. It is a difficult position to defend if you're sitting back on top of GBNC. Perfect timing to move in and steal that red away.
Both of them died though.
Yeah, strange that.
Excellent.
But I mean, we saw that's a great example of why you want to have players up in that upper corridor, just stopping that threatening position from players just dropping in and diving on you and dealing damage and battle suits up soon.
That window, just jump straight from it and land on the actual red pickup.
Corteza is so weak here, does pick up the 25, he covers himself well.
Yeah, I mean, just a bit of lightning gun to make those two players think, and they didn't realise maybe he was as weak as he was.
It's a double power up for planB, trying to get them back in the game. That rail was a big one, good spam with the rockets as well. It switched around to the battle suit, who does go aggressive on Tycoon, and he's got himself a rail at the end of this run as well. So this is the end of the quad run, moving to the battlesuit area with a teammate there as well. So that's not a very good position to end up in for two of your team members.
No, it's not where you want to finish a power run. I mean, especially a double power. I mean, you want to finish in control of that red, and it's actually Team Evolution that, despite losing that double power up, they come away with control of red. They've taken the most recent red. They're in position on it to defend for the next one.
Yeah, Tycoon, we switch around to him. He's just picked up Mega. Yeah, that's something they won't be happy with afterwards, that power-up run.
Wow, Serbs has stolen the red though, and all of a sudden looks very strong.
Again, was that a drop-down ball?
It was, yes. They dropped down while two Team Evolution players were fighting with a teammate, and Serbs was just stood behind waiting for the red, casually took it and then killed both.
Hate me having hitting 72% rail, by the way, 44 MG, and those kind of stats are as high as you'll get at any level. 20 seconds before the power spawn will make that 15 for the battle suit to cycle round to see if anybody's in that location at the moment. Well, Netta's got 100 actually. He's at the quad area with shotgun. Oh, he's going to be cessed down to hell here. Oh my god, how has he managed to survive that without losing any armor? That's great play by Netta. DM does pick up the battlesuit. Seemed pretty free. GBNC for planB with the quad. No mega up for him. He's got to be careful here. He's not got too much help to work with. See the battlesuit just below. I guess he doesn't have the glow on. Oh, heavy shotgun on the battlesuit. One more would have probably taken out DM. Didn't get the chance to get one in. Oh my god. Just went flying up in the air, and suddenly he was just easy bait flying in the air. For all his opponents to fire at. Hate me with the rail again. 10th impressive, 75% rail. Wow, dominant rail. Potentially that kind of rail is keeping planB in this match, because that's going to be some serious damage output. See him work in this position.
Yeah, and they need to keep it close now. I mean, coming up for the last power-up, 6 frags is a difference. They can't let it slip too much further behind than this.
cycle around a little bit. Again, DM down in this red position. It is just spawning now, and he runs on top of it. He's only got 18 health, so he'll want to get some health before this next... well, just want to get health, won't he? Only 18. No 25s up there. There's only one 5 bubble. There might be the 50 at Battlesuit. Or there might be the 25. 150 armor now with that kind of health. I don't know if maybe he should have split it a little bit. There's the 50. Oh my god, saved by a teammate, and that was important. The 50 was up, thankfully, for DM. Gotta be careful, someone's coming up on the high left. Bad first rocket spammer though. Second and third were alright.
Great support from Fears he's had there. Fears has done a really good job to protect DM.
This could be a big one, and they get a double power-up. Big moment on that final power-up. Where's Battlesuit? We switch round to him. DM with it.
Yeah, they're seeing out this. Yeah, good win. I don't know if this pick this was. I wasn't reading during the map picking, but solid win on Purg 2. What was a close game, but I think they are the deserved winners. They've done a lot better on the power-ups, and they've done better on the red armors as well. So, you know, not surprised to see them win, but, you know, very close game. Close for a long time. Maybe just at the end they've expanded their lead a bit.
Seconds left, no way of coming back now. Star player Vor, anyone you want to highlight? Done a great job.
Well, DM and Fears, I think we saw how well they were working together at that last suit as well. I know Fears had that unfortunate incident at Red Armor where he just couldn't hit that pummeler, but you know, very solid performance by those two.